Hello, this is State Senator Jeff Stone with my weekly Capitol Update. Before I get started, though, I want to wish my lovely wife, Regina, a very happy birthday. I love you, and thank you for supporting my efforts here in Sacramento for the past year. It's been a busy week here in Sacramento. We're finalizing our legislative packages for the upcoming year, and I've submitted bill proposals to lower taxes for seniors, veterans, and parents who struggle to pay for their children's college education. I've also submitted proposals to help the Salton Sea, to crack down on animal abuse, and to help consumers who are too often hit with surprise bills after they see their doctor. This week was also a very humbling week for me. I recently learned that because of my work on helping the developmentally disabled, I was named as the Legislator of the Year for the Inland Empire Caucus. Thank you to the caucus for that recognition. The Inland Empire Caucus, a bipartisan group of legislators representing both Riverside and San Bernardino counties, has worked closely with the California Disability Services Association, which is a voice for more than 14,000 professionals that support individuals with developmental disabilities. I've been proud to fight for the funding for these men, women, and children who, by no fault of their own, have a difficult time fitting into our community. Over the past years, state funding for regional center staff that helps our most vulnerable citizens has been slashed. Our state has the money to restore full funding for the dedicated public servants who look after the developmentally disabled, but the Democrats seem to have put a greater priority on giving raises to state employees instead of restoring the billions of dollars that have been stripped from those who really need our help. In the coming months, the Budget Committee will discuss funding priorities of the state. I want you to know that I am committed to fighting for those who can't help themselves. This means we need to make sure that Medi-Cal, the health plan that 1 out of every 3 people in California rely on for medical services, reimburses doctors at a reasonable rate so these doctors will once again become a heart of the program. A doctor who treats a Medi-Cal patient can expect to get about $17 a visit. That's less than it costs to get a pizza delivered to your home. How can we expect doctors to treat our most vulnerable citizens for such a paltry amount of money? We have a lot of work to do to change our state spending priorities. With the state having a surplus of over $11 billion, we have the resources to restore full funding for our regional centers. We have the money to pay at least to bring Medi-Cal reimbursement rates back to the federal level. And we have the money to provide more support to law enforcement who work day in and day out, putting their lives on the line for us to keep our families safe. Instead, the Democrats in the legislature seem to want to spend the extra money on raises for state employees, and I believe that's just wrong. Our state employees certainly provide valuable services, but we should be using the surplus on restoring funding to necessary programs that serve our most vulnerable people instead of providing raises to public employees. As always, I'd like to hear what you think. Please feel free to visit me by email, Facebook, or Twitter. And as always, it's an honor to represent you here in the State Senate in Sacramento.